When we experienced the explosion on April 17th in 2013 in the city of West, 3 of the 4 campuses in the school district of West ISD were impacted. My children were students on the 2 campuses that were immediately lost. And I watched how we went through that experience, and I realized in just watching my own children that they got through the hard part of what it felt like to be involved in that, but really they didn't have the response I even predicted until they saw their own schools collapse or burning or gone. And I realized what a role, what importance the school had in my own children's lives.
Every day, our schools face challenges that have the potential to impede the learning process for our children. These challenges can range from human-caused acts of violence or natural disasters to more frequent safety issues that educators confront on a daily basis. Therefore, a safe and secure learning environment is one that is prepared to respond to any type of hazard that may arise. Schools play a critical role in ensuring the safety and security of their students, staff, and facilities, and these efforts involve various stakeholders. Safer schools have shown to positively impact student achievement. A multifaceted, research-based approach must be taken to improve school safety and address its wide-ranging effects.
School administrators and school resource officers need to continue their education as far as keeping our schools safe. New trends that come out, new things that are going on at the schools where they can work together, knowing their roles, knowing what to do and everything. It's because the times are changing. We must change and train to adapt and work well together.
We believe that training and education is important to addressing school safety because it's everyone's job, it's everyone's role, everyone's involved in it, meaning teachers, school-based law enforcement, administrators, and your general staff. When it comes time for responding to an event, everyone should know their role, and in order to be prepared to perform in that role, they need specialized training to preserve the school safety environment.
Well, I think besides the professional development, the resources are very important, right? It starts becoming a habit for the campus. So, you see the posters for, college and career readiness, right? You need to have those same kinds of resources for safety. And you don't do that just really for students and for staff. You do that so that the community sees that it's important.
Well, safety and security changes drastically and very quickly these days. There's many different issues that arise that require everyone to focus on different aspects of safety and security. So having some consistency in developing resources and tools and toolkits that can be developed using research-based methodologies and lessons learned, including best practices, all help to provide the different areas of expertise needed within a school system to make schools safer and more secure.
So youth should be directly involved in school safety because they should know what to do when a situation arises and be involved in that planning process as well as the staff that works at the school. And students are often not involved in this because they don't really think about it. And this will get students to think about it when they are involved in it and know what to do when something happens, as well as make the students and staff feel safe where they learn and work.
So if we involve youth in school safety related discussions and issues at school, this is going to transcend into the community, and these youth are going to take ownership not only of their school and their campus, but also of the larger community. They're going to want to get involved with having discussions with local first responders or about safety issues that they may see in the larger community, which is a great thing in that, if we see safety as this all-encompassing community-wide effort, we're going to be much more successful in achieving safer school environments and communities for our children to grow up in.
It's also important that the students know how important this issue is. Without a safe school environment, the learning environment is compromised. And so it's really the number one issue in schools, because the first thing you do is you expect your kid to be sent to school and to be safe while they're there. And I did not trust that my campus administrator, that my student and all the kids in that building were responding appropriately, were doing what they needed to do, that everybody was being taken care of inside, that the outside responders were getting to do what they needed to do, and that the superintendent and administrators were all taking care of business. If my answer to that question wasn't, I trust that everything's being done and done well, then you need to have a conversation.
School safety is not a traditional educational priority. You know, they're focused on many things, but safety is one of the things that always is not needed until you need it. And as a result, they neglect it. And school safety is something with just a little bit more attention and thought will prove itself in time of need.
At first, the task of addressing school safety can be overwhelming. But with the help of the resources and services provided by the Texas School Safety Center and our partners, we can create a world where all schools and communities are safe, secure, and healthy. We encourage you to visit our website to learn more about what you can do to get involved in school safety and to take advantage of all the resources available to you. The Texas School Safety Center thanks you for your support and focus on keeping our schools safe.